This call is being recorded.
Had to find the record button. Good morning, everybody. This is Marquise Williams, Executive Senior Director here at JMG Net Worth, founding member here at JMG Net Worth, the founder and creator of the Focus Freedom Movement, and I want to welcome you all to the Saturday morning Freedom Training. I'm super excited to have you guys on training because it says a lot about your desires to have more in life. It says a lot about your commitment to your business. It says a lot about how serious you are about reaching financial and time freedom. See, 2016 has been a major year for me, a breakthrough year for me on so many levels. And I've seen so many things I've created and been walking through a vision for the Focus Freedom Movement and for each and every one of you and your success. And I've slowly been piecing this system together, slowly been piecing ideas together, and it's all coming to a head. So I'm really excited, and one thing, my theme has been never despise small beginnings. I want to welcome all the new champions, that are on training today. Some of you jumping on a little bit late. I will say one of the things when it comes to business is to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable. And I don't say that because I'm your boss. I say that because I want to instill success principles into you so that you can not only be a successful JMG Net Worth affiliate, but you could be successful in all things that you do through all spans of your life. So for those of you that don't know me, understand that I'm a very transparent guy. I'm always going to tell you what you need to hear to get to where you said you want to be, not what you want to hear. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to baby you. And I know some of you are shaking your head saying, yeah, he's telling the truth. But it's all out of love, and it's all to help you get to where you said you wanted to be when you first got started and joined this movement. So, you guys, I really want you to get in tune, really get in tune to what you want and recommit to your vision, recommit to your why, because it's that commitment. See, a lot of people get it mixed up, and they think that, oh, Marquise is mad because I didn't get plugged in to the call, or I didn't show up to the training. It's like, no, that just tells me who you are. That just tells me what the inventory is, because you're not committing. You're committing. We have a partnership. They say when two or three touch and agree, there's nothing more powerful than the power of agreement. So when you say, I want to make $5,000 a month, and I say, okay, I'm going to help you make $5,000 a month, and we come into agreement that we're going to help each other, help you reach that goal, but this is what you need to do. You got to get on this call. You got to commit to this. You got to commit to that. Well, you're committing to your goal and your dream of not just the $5,000 a month, because the money is subjective. That's cool, but what it's really is, what's the reason behind the money? And I think a lot of times people miss out on that. What's the reason behind the money? Because when you just want money, what happens is it gets old. You start justifying, well, I do make okay money at my job. Or, you know what, I could make some money doing this over here. But see, it's the reason behind the money. What do you want the five? You want the $20,000 a month for? Yes, new people, you can make that type of money here. What do you want the money for? Because it's those things behind the money. It's those things that your current vehicle usually are not allowing you to get to. Maybe it's time. Maybe you spend a lot of time working, and that's the trade-off here. People who make decent money, they spend a lot of their time making that decent money. So they're time broke. So never fear talking to somebody that you feel like makes good money, because usually the person that that makes good money, usually they don't have enough time to spend it. So they're time broke. And as we're bringing in and we're introducing this money shifting strategy of helping people take back the money from the places that took it from them. And if you're new or if you missed those trainings, check out the last 2 weeks where we really broke down the money shifting strategy. It'll be included within the presentation and the training here shortly. I made a decision that I'm not going to stop and halt business to change presentations anymore. I'm not going to stop and halt business to restructure the training system. We're going to be on a earn as you learn type of situation. But before you do anything, you have to make that commitment. That's why in the strategy, success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. That's why number one is you must make the decision that you want something more out of life. That's the easy part. A lot of people make that decision, but a lot of people haven't done the second part, or they default, or what they say in spades, they renege on their second part, which is, and more importantly, you must be willing to do the work that it takes to get it. I was watching a movie yesterday called Jack Reaper with Tom Cruise, and without telling you the movie, one of his friends got caught up in a military situation. She got framed. She had a lawyer, and he went to see the lawyer, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And the lawyer said, "It's pretty cut and dry. There's not much that I can do." And what Jack Reaper said to the lawyer, he said, "You know what I see? I see a tired lawyer that either doesn't want to step out of his shell and find the truth, or doesn't want to mess up his pension. Either way, you forgot what the uniform stands for." Each and every one of you on this line, you have a freedom uniform that you put on when you made that decision that you want something more out of life. And sometimes you get tired on the journey. Sometimes you get tired during the fight, and you forget what the uniform stands for. You forget the vision. You forget the dream. You forget the possibility. You become broken. See, when you become broken, the key is not to fall back into your shell. The key is not to go away from the people and the things that can help put you back together and make you whole again. Some of you on this line, you've been through the process. You've been broken and you've come back. Some of you just are still broken and you're still finding yourself, but you're doing right by plugging in. That's the first key of getting back, plugging in. So in looking at what you want to do, understand, I did another training previously, the 5 stages of quitting. You want to understand, when you're getting in that danger zone, when somebody's a junkie, the first thing that they tell them when they go to AA or Drugs Anonymous or whatever they call it is you have to recognize when you're in the danger zone. You have to recognize when you're about to have a relapse. Because if you don't recognize that, then guess what? You're going to fall into temptation. You're going to fall victim to your flesh. And that's never any fun. You don't want to be in that position where you fall victim to your flesh. So without further ado, you guys, I don't want to keep you too long. I do my best to keep training short and sweet, but we got some great things coming down the pike in JMG Net Worth. And when I see the promotions that Paul Jones announces, and I see some people go hard, and I see some people have inaction, I have to jump in and I have to say, hey, what's going on? And usually people are either experiencing paralysis by analysis. They're too busy analyzing and spending time in the library, or some people, like I said, they're just broken. They're just broken, and we don't want to, allow you to sit there and be broken and watch everybody, make the money, live the lifestyle that they deserve. We want you to be able to live that lifestyle as well. So let me jump on the line. This is the first time me doing this. I'm looking for the mute button, and we are going to get started on some of these calls. For those of you just jumping in late, we are doing a little bit of dialing for dollars. I'm going to take you through my process of when I make calls and when I connect with people. I just don't see my line to be able to, oh, there it goes, to be able to make those calls. Ah, that's what it was. It came up as the wrong number. Okay, cool. Got it. 404-445-3842. All right, got it.
All right, guys. So I'm jumping on, and if somebody could shoot me a quick text before I start making calls, just to let me know that you can hear me, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, Pulling up my systems here so that we can get busy. Appreciate it, cousin Leroy. All right. So now that I know that we are coming through loud and clear, we're gonna get on these calls and we're gonna see if we can find some people that are looking for us. A lot of times, I remember when I first got started, I was afraid of the phone. But more importantly, I was afraid of rejection. That's what I was really afraid of. I wasn't afraid of the phone. I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of the person, you know, um, saying something, that was going to make me feel some type of way. But when I realized that I hold the gold, when I realized this, it's just important to identify the wrong people as it is to identify the right people. Then that's when I understood that I held and possessed the power. So I could take it away from them at any time and not feel any type of way about it. That's the most beautiful thing. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on the lines here, and in between calls I may open it up for questions. I appreciate that, Cornelius. May open it up for questions if you guys question any type of response or how something was done. But we're going to fly through a couple calls here, and then we're going to get you guys off the line because I want you to see a lot of people are afraid of the phone, but I want you to see how simple it is, utilizing, the simple scripts that we utilize. All right? So without further ado, we're going to jump on the lines here. Hello, Lillian. Hi, Lillian. This is Marquise Williams with the Focus Marketing Group. You called one of my road signs the other day about making more money from home, and I'm calling you back. How you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I recall.
Did I catch you at a good time to chat?
Well, I can take a moment. I am pressing for an afternoon appointment, but yes, I can take a minute.
Absolutely. It'll only take a few minutes. I'm just curious, Lillian, what inspired you to call in?
Well, I am in need of employment,
Okay.
and working from home is an option. So I was out and about the other day, and I did see the road sign, and it just caught my attention. So I do appreciate your calling.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
Sorry, your name again, please.
My name is Marquise Williams.
Okay, Mr. Williams. Thank you. I don't know if I need to try and get to uh, paper or something to jot some notes, but I was just wanting to inquire as to the nature of your program. Or
Absolutely, totally understandable, Lillian. And there's a process that we go through. You're not really going to need to take any notes. This is just kind of an informal call to kind of get an idea of what you're looking for and see if we're a good fit for each other to go to the next step. Um, are you looking for a job, or are you looking to kind of own your future and start your own business working from home?
Well, I guess it's a twofold answer.
Okay.
Right now, I am trying to get back to uh, employment with an income, but then I've always been in the back of my mind entrepreneurship. As I've ventured down that road a few times
Okay.
in my career, so it's nothing challenging or that I wouldn't be open or flexible.
Okay. Totally understandable. Do you have any leadership or management experience?
I only manage in my career. I did some. I was a night building manager of a crew of about 10 to 12 people. I did that for maybe 2 years. Uh, some time ago, but I in my entrepreneurship, I never build teams um, in that sense. That was something I was endeavoring to do, but I never um, embarked on doing that. So, and
Okay.
I've been in my the other side of my career, I have been uh, commended for supervisor leadership skills and things of that nature.
Awesome. I mean, to run team of 10 people, it's not easy. 10 personalities.
No, it's not, and then I had to always be open to having to deal with if I didn't have someone to show up, I had to step up and make some decision on how to cover those open vacancies. So
Yeah.
always pretty challenging.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the challenge to being in a supervisor position or even being self-employed. A lot of people feel like I'm self-employed, I've arrived, but if your employees don't show up, you got to step in.
Oh, of course. Do what you got to do.
Lillian, would you say you're looking for something part-time or full-time?
Well, I am available for full time at this time. Is this venture one, both?
Yes, it's
Is your
both.
program part time, full time, or both?
Both. It all depends on the fit. We give our affiliates the ability to set their own schedule. And to be honest with you, Lillian, based on the information you shared with me, I'd like to invite you to take the next step where you learn who we are, what we do, and more importantly, how this can fit into your life and help you reach your goals. Does that sound fair?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it does.
Do you have access to the internet?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to be conducting overviews this week. If I emailed you the link to an overview, would you be able to log in and take a serious look at our qualifications and see what type of candidates we're looking to work with?
I'm sorry. One moment, please.
No problem.
Yes, sir. That would be an option. Lillian, Lillian, Lillian T as in Tom, 57@hotmail.com.
Okay, that's what I have here. You left it on the voicemail as well.
Okay.
I have a couple different times available. Would you say afternoons or evenings work better for you?
Most likely evening. What day will be over? Would I need to be online?
Well, tell me, would today or tomorrow work better for you?
Actually, I'm going to be tied up. I don't know what time we're talking. I'm going to be tied up. I'm leaving shortly for an afternoon appointment. I probably won't be back till, I'm not expected to arrive back until about 7 p.m. tonight, and then tomorrow I won't be available at all until about the same time, maybe 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
But I have two services, two engagements tomorrow, and it just won't. Nothing before 6 or 7 tomorrow will work for me.
That's fine. That's totally okay. Would you say we have evening appointments? Would you say today or tomorrow would work better for you?
are you going to have any appointments on Monday?
Um, we don't have our Monday scheduled just yet. We pretty much just have our weekend schedule, but I'm sure we will. But we have appointments, in the evening that will accommodate you after 8. If that's how late you need it.
Okay, that'll be fine. We're talking maybe an hour.
No, not at all. About 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, we can go ahead and set it up for tonight.
Okay. Would you say 8, or give you a little bit of time and say 9 o'clock? Which one would work better for you?
Let's just do 8.
Okay, at 8 o'clock. Awesome. So I have your email here. My full name is Marquise Williams. I don't remember at the beginning of the call, did you say you had something to write with, or you don't?
I can get something.
Yeah, can you grab a pen, please?
Yes, thank you. I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to send you the login details for the overview about 15 minutes before the overview begins. You'll probably receive a text reminder as well because, with so much going on in life, we might forget to check our email. But the subject line of the email is going to say business information from Marquise and Tiffany. That's my wife. And I just need you to do 2 things for me, Lillian. When you get the email, reply to it just to let me know that you got the email. Okay? And then the second thing I need you to do is just call me back right after the overview is over. Write down any questions you may have during the overview, and I'll be happy to answer them. And, when we get on the phone, we'll just talk about it and, see if we're a good fit for each other. Everything's not for everybody, but, you sound like you're pretty well grounded and you have a lot going for yourself, and I believe this would fit you like a glove.
Thanks. Okay, so this email should arrive 15 minutes prior to the overview time.
Yeah, so between 7:30, 7:45, you should get an email. Let me give you my name. My name is Marquise Williams. That's Marquise. Williams spelled normally.
Okay, I missed the E. Marquise.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And my direct phone number is 678
Mhm.
379
Mhm.
9962.
783799962.
Yes.
Thanks for calling, sir. I do apologize that I'm having to get out and head for my afternoon appointment today.
No, that's a problem. We're done. I just wanted to get you that information and set an appointment with you. And I look forward to hearing from you around 8:20, 8:30. After you watch the overview.
Okay. Will do.
All right. You have a phenomenal Saturday, and I look forward to speaking with you this evening.
And the same here. You have a great day.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, guys, that's how simple it is. I mean, you just go through the script, and it may seem like, oh, you're just great at talking to people. No, I'm just going through the script, and I'm being my own, personality. I'm not selling her. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm just kind of communicating like a normal person. This isn't about sales. This isn't about how good you can sell somebody and how good you can convince somebody. It's just simply about talking to people and going through the motions. So I'm going to open the lines up, if anybody has any questions, just to get an idea of, to make sure everybody understands the process. Okay, the lines are open. Did anybody have any questions about any part of the conversation, or did they hear something that they were confused about?
Hey, Marquise, it's Brian.
Hey, Brother Brian.
Where can I get? Hey, brother. Where can I get a copy of that script? Is it on the Focus marketing system somewhere?
It'll be 3 places. I actually just finished it. It'll be in the Facebook group under Files. It will be in the Focus Marketing System under Downloads. I will email it out today, and it'll also be in the Dropbox.
Okay. Another question about the signs that you have. Is it? What did you? I'd like to know what the makeup of it, what you have on it, and how it looks and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. We're working on kind of centralizing, well, not centralizing, but expanding the sign program. I know I've been missing you. I called you a few times, and I missed your calls. I wanted to get with you and Chris and kind of talk about some marketing efforts up there in Indiana so that we can kind of get some things going as well. So I'll get that information out to you, what it says, how to set it up, and we'll talk about implementing that up there as well because it's a pretty simple process. We use signs as well as sizzle cards, so some communities, signage is a little bit more difficult, depending on your schedule, but we're handing out these cards as well.
Okay, great. Appreciate it.
No problem. Any other questions? All right, great. Well, we're going to jump on and make another call. All right, and another thing, guys, is we're making these calls. What I like to do is I like to be logged into the Focus Marketing System and click on the contact and put notes in. So I put notes into the system. If you notice, I asked her 4 main questions. What inspired you to call in? She said, I'm in need of employment. Okay, that's usually a red flag for me, but you never know. People might have savings. They might have some things in place. But usually somebody who's in need of employment means they're not going to be able to afford, the $20 a month or the $70 a month. So keep that in mind. We don't discriminate. We don't prejudge. That's just something as a business owner you kind of are aware of. But she has, some leadership and management experience. That was the second question. She's managed a night building before, a crew of 10. She's been commended for her supervisor skills. She's open to part-time or full-time. Obviously, if you don't have a job, you have to be open to both. But we know that she's looking for a job, so eventually the goal is to find what she feels like is stable income, and she'll probably be building her business on a part-time basis, which is good because as we teach the money shifting strategy, she'll be able to use her job as seed money to be able to pay off debt, to be able to funnel into her business and do different things. So a lot of times people think, this is all about getting off your job. No, your job can be an asset if you know how to use it to your advantage. And then the last question was we invited her to take a look, go to the next step. Unless somebody is just a horrible person, like, me and Martin called somebody the other day and he's cursing on the line and things of that nature, I probably want to invite them to take the next step. I'll probably say, hey, Lillian, it doesn't look like this is going to work out. I wish you the best in your endeavors, and then we'll get off the phone. But when we invite them to the next step, the last question is, hey, do you have access to the internet? These days it's kind of like a rhetorical question, but we ask just to make sure, because if not, then we have to set him or her up for the conference call or something like that. So in the notes section, we notate the account with all these notes so that when we look back, we're able to remember what we talked about and remember, some information about the person. So set appointment for 8 p.m. tonight. Send email at 7:30 to 7:45. Okay. The next step after we do that is and when you see a contact where you're going to access the notes at is you're going to access the notes under the Actions tab. Okay, the Actions tab, when you're under your contacts, will give you access to view and edit the contact, to email the contact, which I want you guys to do. We should have it implemented by the end of today, tomorrow at the latest, where when you go and you click email an individual contact, you can schedule to email the contact. Right now you have to send the email immediately, which doesn't do us any good because she's supposed to get it tonight at 7:45. And we do that to hold the posture. We don't want, let me just send you the email now, and then I'm calling you, did you get the email? Did you look at it? Did you get it? Did you look at it? You know, then we lost our control. We lost our posture. But when we're able to send it at a certain time, then we're saying, hey, you need to be in front of your computer. You know, you need to be able to look at the email. Okay? So I'll go to the email. I'll schedule to send the email. Email's already written for you. You just hit the red envelope in the toolbar next to the red paper clip, and you click send after you schedule it. So it's a pretty easy process with sending the email. The other thing that I like to do is I like to open up the calendar in another tab. This may sound very technical, but it's not. You know, it's not at all. And next time we do Dialing for Dollars, I'm going to share my screen and record it so you guys can see all this as well. But I like to go into the calendar of the Focus Marketing System, and I like to write down, you know, who I spoke to, what the appointment is, you know, when I spoke to him, because what it's going to do is it's going to send me an email at that time. So it's going to send me an email to say, okay, Lillian, what's her name? Lillian, I didn't catch her last name. Presentation. Lillian looking at the presentation. In my notes, I put her phone number. I put her email address. And I do those things because what it does, and I put the time, I put the time that I'm going to send the email. So what that does for me is it's going to email you at the email that you have on file with the Focus Marketing System to remind you to send the email. Once we get the scheduling function in place, you're not going to have to worry about that, but it's going to remind you of the phone call as well. You know, so you'll have that in place to remind you, hey, you know, Lillian's about to be taking a look at the presentation. I told her to call me afterwards. So she's going to be calling me, or I need to make sure that my sponsor, my upline, or somebody is available to communicate with Lillian. You know, because sometimes we set the appointments and things come up, you know, for those of us who are married, have to do something with the spouse. Those of us who have kids, you know, got to do something with the kids. You know, like quite honestly, you know, tonight at 8 p.m., I mean, it's a Saturday night. You know, usually not a lot of business is happening Saturday night. You know, so I may be kicking it with the kids, but now I know, okay, I got to schedule for success and make sure I know, okay, I'm going to step away and take a call from Lillian. There's a small video out there of, you know, once you start to get leads, you know, some of you are buying leads, you know, so this process is the same, you know, for if you're purchasing leads. You know, for those of you who are generating leads, you know, the process is the same. We add the leads to the system. When we add the leads to the system, we put them in the leads contact group. And when they go in the leads contact group, what happens is they're going to get sent an email right away, basically saying, hey, we got your information. We're going to be contacting you in 24 to 48 hours. For those of you who have purchased SMS credits, because we have a system within the Focus Marketing System where you can send text message broadcasts and autoresponders. Well, text are 1 cent per text, and when we do voice broadcast, they're 3 cents per broadcast. So what happens is they'll get a text right away as well. You know, so we have those things in place for your marketing efforts. So let's get on to another call. I want to get a few more done so that you guys can get an idea of, you know, how the process it pretty much flows, you know, pretty much the same each time. You know, so we're going to call Kristen next. No, we're going to jump down. We're going to call Linda next. Let's call Linda because she's actually opened. The system shows you who's opened up the emails too. So I see Linda's opened the email, so she's aware of what's going on. So I'm going to call Linda next.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Okay.
6
So
7
Linda's not
8
available.
5 7
I'm gonna leave Linda a message.
3 1 9 5. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Linda. This is Marquise Williams. Just getting back to you. You recently requested some information for one of my ads about earning an extra paycheck from home. My company's in the process of expanding in the area. We'd love to chat with you about our expansion campaign. When you get the message, give me a call back. My number is 678-379-9962. Again, this is Marquise Williams calling you back about your response to our ad. I can be reached at 678-379-9962. Have a wonderful day. Alrighty, so I notate the account. It's 11:05 at 11:37 a.m. Called and left a voicemail. All right, we're gonna jump back up to Kristen. Actually, I see another one got the email here, so I'm gonna call Nikita Pitts.
Please leave your message for
Hi, this message for Nikita. Nikita, this is Marquise Williams. Just getting back to you because you recently requested some information for one of my ads about earning an extra paycheck from home. My company's in the process of expanding in your area, and I'd love to chat with you about our expansion campaign. When you get the message, give me a call back. My number is 678-379-9962. Looks like you might be calling me now. I'm back with you guys. Let me see, who was that calling? 96. That was Nikita calling back, so I'm going to go ahead and call her one more time.
Hello?
Hello, Nikita.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikita. This is Marquise Williams calling with the Focus Marketing Group. Seems we was playing a bit of phone tag there.
I see.
You actually called one of my ads the other day. I was just calling you back. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, 'cause I keep seeing them. They all over the place.
Yeah, we do our best to get the word out. We want to help people change their lives. I'm curious, what inspired you to call in?
Because I was just, I started to say work from home, and then I started to say make $400 a day working from home, and I wanted to see what your business was about.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you currently do for a living now?
Well, I'm not working right now. I do a little bit of everything because, I'm just not satisfied with my income. I don't feel like I'm paid what I'm worth, and I'm not doing what I really want to do in life. So if I'm not happy, if I'm not satisfied, then I just quit.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
But I do lifeguarding, which is seasonal. I enjoy that. I do dental assistant. I get bored with that. I do CNA, and I do bartending.
Wow, you do a lot.
And I work with kids. Yeah, I do.
Well, let me ask you this. What is it that you really want to do in life?
I want to have my own business.
Okay.
I want to have some nonprofit organizations.
Okay, that's awesome. Awesome. So it sounds like you have a big heart to help people.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have any leadership or management skills currently? It's not required.
I don't have any as far as. Okay.
Okay.
Here you go. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was a supervisor for the pool management service, the district supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Regional assistant.
Would you say that you're looking for something more part-time or more full-time?
Well, I want like part-time work with full-time benefits. If it makes sense. I mean, if I could work, I don't mind working. I don't mind getting out and doing work. I just want to make sure that it's going to be worth my time. If you understand what they said.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me be transparent with you, Nikita. Are you looking for a job, or are you actually looking to position yourself to own your own business?
I want to position myself to own my own business.
Okay, because that's what we show people how to do. We actually have 6- and 7-figure earners that kind of take you under their wing, teach you our system, and help you earn that type of money. But usually in owning your own business, there's no benefits. Like you're not going to get dental and health and things of that nature.
I wasn't saying benefits.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm saying like pay.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. The pay is there, but I just wanted to be transparent because I've had people ask me like, "Yeah, do we get benefits?" And I'm like, "You're a business owner." But anyways.
I mean, I could pay for my own humana as long as I'm making the money.
Absolutely. There you go. Well, based on the information you shared with me, I'd like to invite you to take the next step where you learn who we are, what we do, and more importantly, how you can fit in the equation and partner with us to make some money. Do you have access to the internet?
I do.
Okay, that's like a rhetorical question these days, right?
Well, I have Xfinity Wi-Fi.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's more than that's good enough.
Very cool.
I'm gonna be conducting overviews this week. If I sent you an email with the link to an overview, would you be able to log in and take a serious look at our qualifications and see what type of candidates we're looking to work with?
Okay, so could you give me the rundown again? Because I mean, you said that you just train people to own their own business.
Well, this call isn't for the rundown. That's what I'm giving you now. We have a process that we go through, and I'm sending you the overview so that you can get 100% of the information. Just like you've seen the signs everywhere, I got 100 other people who've seen the signs everywhere, and so we're doing our best to get back to them. So we're utilizing technology to get the information out. So let me see. What's the best email for you, Nikita?
NKITA.PITTS @gmail.com.
Okay, great. We got several different openings. Would you say this afternoon or this evening would work better for you?
I would say that this evening would work better for me.
Okay, this evening. Great. Now, you know it's a Saturday, right? I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, we got a couple different openings this evening. Would you say 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock is better?
Hold on, wait a minute. I think afternoon would be better.
Okay.
I'll be too turned up. 7 to 8 o'clock? I was just playing. Yeah, I think afternoon work better.
Well, that's why I asked, because, usually Saturday people unwind, but, okay, so later in the afternoon, we got we got a 3 o'clock and a 5 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock sounds good.
Okay, so we got you down for 3 o'clock. What's going to happen, can you grab a pen for me? I got some additional information I want to share with you. Okay, what I'll do, I'll text it to you.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you my name is Marquise Williams, and my direct number is 678-379-9962. The reason I'm giving that to you because I need you to do two things for me. When you get the email, the subject is going to say business information from Marquise.
Okay.
I want you to reply to the email right away so I know that you got it.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing, I want you to, when you watch the overview, write down any questions you may have, because the next thing I want you to do is as soon as it's over, before you turn up, I want you to call me back. I want you to call me back so I can answer any questions you may have, and we could talk about the next steps. If we move forward, if we're a good fit for each other, either way it's okay. But I want to make sure we get back on the phone, so that you have a clear understanding of what it is we do and how you can fit in the equation with us.
Okay.
All righty, so look for that email. It's going to come about 10 to 15 minutes before 3 p.m., so look for the email and then just reply back, and then I look forward to speaking with you immediately after you watch the overview.
Okay, no problem.
All righty, well, you have a phenomenal morning, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right. All right, take care. Bye-bye. All righty. So another call down. Let me open it up for questions. All right, everybody. So that was Nikita. Set another appointment. Anybody have any questions? Did I unmute the lines? I just want to make sure everybody can. All right, everybody's unmuted. All right, great. No questions. One thing I want to highlight and show you that when she started asking for some information, a lot of times, whether it's a personal call or a business call, a lot of people feel like that's the time where they gotta spill the beans, if you will. I gotta tell them something, otherwise they're not gonna keep the appointment. And that's where something called posture comes into play. You might have noticed I said, well, Nikita, there's a process that we go through. And that doesn't, you're still going to have people who push, but, it's your business. That's the beautiful thing about it. So at any point, if you don't feel like this is the right fit, you can say, you know what, I don't feel like this is going to work out. I don't feel like this is a good fit. I wish you the best in your endeavors. Never fear losing something that you never had. They were never in your business. So you don't fear losing something that you never had. So I want to do one more. I see it's 10 till 12. I want to do one more just so that we can get everybody, some more exposure to making calls. And let me notate this account real quick. All righty. Nikita. Jump in my calendar. Wait a minute. And Nikita Pitts. All righty. her down. 245. All right, got Nikita in the books. Boom. And you'll notice our system keeps track of people's score. So as people are looking at their score, as you're looking at your score, you're able to tell what they did and how they go about doing things. Okay, I see Linda just gave me a call back. So we're going to call Linda as our last call. Just to touch base with Linda. All right, so we're going to give Miss Linda a call back. We're going to chat with Miss Linda Reeves. I like to copy the email and the phone number before I go into the notes. Let me get this straight, too. I like to copy the contact information before I go into the notes, because what happens is the notes come up as a pop-up, and if you're in the notes, that's kind of how I got caught up with Nikita, because I didn't know her email. Usually I confirm the email with them, but I couldn't see her email, so I would have had to go out of the notes and just go through a whole lengthy process, and I didn't want to do that, so I just confirmed it with her. And I remember when she left her message, it cut out a little bit, so I needed to confirm her email with her anyway. But, okay, so let's give Miss Linda Reeves a call.
Hello.
Hello, Linda.
Keith, how are you?
Good morning. I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
We were playing a bit of phone tag there.
Somewhat.
Well, I was calling you, Linda. You replied to one of my ads about making additional income from home, and I was just getting back to you. I'm curious, what inspired you to call in?
I think it was, actually, it was your ad that I saw along the street. It said something about working from home.
Yeah, make $400 a day the easy way.
Right. That's exactly what I saw, and I think it was over in the Cascade area.
Yeah, we have a lot of advertisements out, so yeah, we definitely had some in the Cascade area.
Okay, so if you would please tell me what you guys are offering right now.
Well, we have a process that we go through, Linda. So I just have a couple questions for you, and then I'll definitely get you the information about what we have going on. We have a lot of calls, a lot of people calling in. So we use technology to get the information out. That's why I was calling you, asking you what inspired you to call in, to get an idea of what you're looking for, so that we can make sure we're a good fit for each other.
Well, as I mentioned, I saw your signage. What I'm looking for, it could be a hodgepodge of different things. I'm just open,
Okay.
And then I will pick and choose. Yeah.
Okay, so you just the money caught your eye, basically.
Right.
Okay, no problem. Do you have any leadership or management experience?
I do, actually. Actually, I'm a licensed real estate agent agent, and I have not. I'm just getting back into it. I've been licensed for a very long time. When the real estate market crashed, a lot of us that sold bank-owned properties were very much affected by it.
Yes, I remember.
And so, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I've been licensed for a very long time.
Excellent.
About 20 years.
Are you a broker as well, or are you just pretty much agent?
No, I'm not a broker.
Okay.
No, I'm not a broker.
Okay. So based on you getting back in the real estate game, would you say that you're more open to something part-time, or are you open to a full-time venture?
Well, I've gotten back. I mean, matter of fact, one of my clients just sent me a listing the other day. It's going to take about 30 days before the people are out, and it's really a kind of a low-end property anyway.
Okay.
So I'm really open to something full-time right now.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Linda, based on the information that you share with me, I'd like to invite you to take the next step where you learn who we are, what we do, and more importantly, how you can partner with us to make the type of income that you've seen on the sign. Does that sound fair to you?
Sure.
Okay, excellent. Do you have access to the internet?
I do.
Okay. I'm gonna be conducting some online overviews this week. If I emailed you a link to the overview, would you be able to log in and take a serious look at our qualifications and see what type of candidates we're looking to work with?
Yes, I will.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Would you say this afternoon or this evening works better for you?
Well.
Or if today's a rough day, we have some openings tomorrow as well.
Today's kind of a busy, today might be a kind of too busy of a day to go in there.
No
I mean,
problem.
you could send it, and I may try to squeeze some time in, but I generally run errands. I've got a, parent I go and take, go and look after over the weekends.
No problem. Absolutely, that's totally understandable. Would you say tomorrow? Would you say tomorrow afternoon or evening would be better?
Right. I mean, if you're sending me a link, is there a problem? Why can't you just send the link?
Because there's a process that we go through when we send the link. We actually set a follow-up appointment. So to schedule your follow-up appointment, we want to know when you're going to be able to take a look at the information.
Okay.
And it's just because we have so many people calling in, we want to make sure that we give everybody ample time and our undivided attention, to get the information.
Right. You know what? This may not be a good fit because I thought when you called me back, I thought you were going to tell me something, but
okay.
Yeah. So
well, I wish you the best in your endeavors. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So you guys, you always hold your posture. I could have said, oh, man, she seems like she's great. She's a real estate licensed agent, and things of that nature. I don't want to lose her. I'll just send her the link. But no, we have a process we go through. We don't let nobody punk us. So at the end of the day, that's how it is. That's the simplicity of making calls. So I'm going to open the line up, see if anybody has any questions about how that call went. All right, the lines are open. Does anybody have any questions? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure I was still on the line, because I know before training is cut out. Well, you guys, that's the simplicity of making calls. I want to help each and every one of you guys win, but at the end of the day, we have to do the things that it takes to win. We have to stick together and be well connected, with our vision. We're going to be doing these dialing for dollar calls a lot more now that I have the system set up to be able to do it. But I want to start helping you guys generate your own leads, whether you're purchasing leads or utilizing the system like we talked about with Brother Brian a little bit earlier. But I want to start helping you guys get in the habit of getting used to talking to people on the phone, because once you develop that skill set, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop you. So everybody have a phenomenal Saturday. You know, James U. Net Worth is in their 8th year, and we're rocking and rolling. Let's end the year strong and roll into 2017 on a high note. With our money shifting strategy, this is a great opportunity to show people how to start making more money instead of going into debt for the holidays. So I got your back. Check your email for the schedule at a glance. Reconnect with your team, reconnect with your upline, and let's make our team even stronger than it's ever been before. Check your focus marketing system around 3 o'clock for the message from the top. And let's make tomorrow night's Freedom Call, the Super Sunday Freedom Call, let's make it packed with plenty of team members and plenty of guests. Love you guys. I'll see you at the top, and I'll see you at the bank.